Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital, we've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're off and running from Landover. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Get it. Go.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Justin Reed with the tackle. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Ready.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Daniels from the pistol. Buys time, rolling right. He's on the move. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
19, Tiger, 9. Ready.
3rd down give to Robinson. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
On the ball.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Ready.
Daniels to throw on 4th. And he's going to be out of bounds a few yards short of the 1st. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings, because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There's not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something when no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Throwing deep for the end zone. Really pushing the envelope on 2nd down, but the deep shot doesn't work. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Yellow.
Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Mahomes to throw for it. He connects downfield on 4th. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down.
Yellow. Who's on?
Again, Mahomes to throw. Kesha's made in close. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Yellow.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
15, 15. 43. 43. Color. Watch out.
Back to the air, Mahomes. Cut near the goal line. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Chiefs get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. On a quarterback sneak to the end zone.
Yellow. Who's on?
Mahomes throwing for 2. And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. Well, these guys have really started this game well, Brock. The defense looked good. Offense did their part until ran into a little hiccup there on the 2-point conversion.
Can you help me understand something, Kate?
I'll try.
Because I hear all these baseball guys all the time talk about, well, the result wasn't there, but the process was right. Well, the result wasn't there, but the process was right. And that's what I hear with these same decisions, too. Well, we didn't get the result, but the process was right. How do you know the process was right? Just
Okay,
kick
ready?
the extra point.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Motioning left is their running back.
Let go.
Daniels on 1st down. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Go.
2nd down and 10. Daniels. He lets a heater go deep, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Tag. 70 Lions. Hut, hut.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Complete, it's McLaurin.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Let's go now.
They will not get another play off. We're at the end of 1. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start.
18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
From the 34. Trying to lob that one in, but no luck.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Kate on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. On the move, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Ready.
4th down, here's Daniels. Chased out to his right. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's out of bounds after getting this to the opposing 45. They come through with a massive gain there on 4th down, 24 yards, and it's a first down.
Hot 70, hot 70. Here we go, here we go.
Sending the tight end in motion left. Now Daniels off the play action. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Check, Panther. Come on, set. Ready.
From the red zone now. Has it at the 7. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's enough for a first down. Nice find by the rookie quarterback from LSU. Started a little slow, but we've arrived at the 2-minute warning. The Commanders with some work to do, trailing in this game. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Set up. Set go.
Again, Daniels to the air. Getting out to his left. He's in trouble, and the Chiefs bring him down. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready.
Robinson has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Well, now things get a little dicey for this offense. 1 down left before a big decision to make. Do you continue to try running it against a front that stopped you, or are you now forced to put the ball in the air?
Daniels, 3rd and goal. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. And he will not get there. They stop him on 4th and goal. What a stand to force that turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
Yellow.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Play action, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tried connecting with Xavier Worthy there. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. The Chiefs signal for a timeout. That's going to be their first. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
Easy.
They go play action. It's Mahomes. Big gain downfield. No one around. He's got space. They They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them...
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Mahomes. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs will add to their lead at the end of the half. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown.
Yellow.
Will set up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. And it's caught. So they try for 2 once again, and this time it pays off. They're up 14-zip. All right, that gets them back on track after the initial miss, Brock. Now up 14-zip following the 2-point conversion.
Even if you're just 50-50 on 2-point tries, they're still in a really good place. Up a couple touchdowns. Clearly the better team here to start it out. Time to step on that pedal a little bit more.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Here comes the final play of our first half.
Unlock line. Unlock line. Ready.
Looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. And a stumble coming out of the locker room at halftime as the kick goes out of bounds, Brock. So our first drive of the half is going to begin all the way up at the 40.
Yellow. 50, yellow.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That's caught at the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now a give left side to Pacheco. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
You know you love some of my buzzwords, kid. I know you do. And this one was about real power. He got the rock a long way from the chains and put his teammates on his back for a heck of a run and a great try at that first down.
Takes off right out of the read option. And he's in. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs grow the lead coming out of halftime. Patrick Mahomes, the touchdown. His 3rd total score in this game. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further.
Commanders, nothing.
Reed now to kick this one away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Declines the touchback, Brock, and they make him pay him. Tackled before he can get to the 20. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Justin Reed has the INT. And the Chiefs take over after returning it inside the red zone. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had